My husband became ill 6.5 years ago, and I discovered EFT, and it's been very difficult to watch him deteriorate. But tapping 3-4 times a day, I'm positive, I'm very happy. When I go out, people don't avoid me because I'm miserable. So EFT actually has become a way of life. And when we talk about problems, my mum was good. She was a lovely person, but she was so quiet. She was like a mouse. She never opened her mouth. You could sit with her all night and she'd be so quiet. And I discovered EFT and I went to my friend Maria because I wanted to see how she did. And I mentioned her, my mum. And Maria said, "Can you forgive her for not talking to you?" And I thought, no, I can't. Now that thought had never ever entered my head. But once I had to work on it, and it took me about a week before I could forgive my mum. And it still leaves little bits and pieces of I work tapping and tapping and tapping. And sometimes of a morning, I don't want to get up because I think, oh God, life's so miserable. So I tap for this funny feeling. It's safe to let the funny feeling go. And sometimes I shoot out of bed. Sometimes 5 minutes later I shoot out of bed. But I'm always very positive. So if you get up if things are going bad, even if you don't know what it is, just the stupid feeling, just get rid of it. And it is a way of life. It's not something that you do once and you become better. You have to work at it and work at it. I've been working for 6 years. I've got rid of my inferiority complex. I've got rid of my fear of flying. My mum's fantastic. And it's just all these things, but it is a way of life. And I tap more or less every day. I remember one time, that's right, I was in bed and I was crying one night to myself because my husband was ill and I didn't know why. And I realised I hadn't tapped for 5 days. So as soon as I tapped, the positivity came back and I could cope. So tapping is such a coping mechanism. I mean, I teach it, any client that comes, I've written it all down, and a lot of the words from the grief thing I've written down. And I've left spaces, and I say, these are some emotions you can tap on, but I leave them spaces so they can fill their own emotions in. Not many do it, but you get an odd one that will do it, But if you do tap, and you tap, and you tap, like you said till you got a hole in the head, it works, and you will change your life, you'll become more positive, you'll become happier. And all your negativity does. Sometimes if I don't know what it is, I just release the negative feeling. Don't know why I'm feeling like this, but release it, let it go. And it works.
I know you probably heard me say it. This is a life skill. It's not something you try today, something you try tomorrow. It's something you do forever. And your last tap will be your last breath. You tap on your deathbed. This tapping is the best coping skill that you have. Feel it, release it, feel it, release it. You'll do it forever. If you just try it, you're just going to get a little bit of stuff that you try. And if you don't take ownership of your emotions and feelings, those emotions and feelings will overcome you. They'll make you older, they'll make you fatter, they'll make you sicker, they'll destroy yourself, and they'll destroy relationships, and they'll hurt other people. Own up your stuff, release and let it go. The ladies who use this tapping with their pain, they did not stop. They kept tapping. The problem is most people will tap for a little bit and they quit. You do not stop. If you feel it, you tap it. You tap it until it's gone or until you pass out. Stay on it until it's gone. There's some issues in my life. Every time it shows up, I keep attacking it. I don't run from it because the moment you run from it, you give power to it. You ultimately saying, I'm keeping it, I'm not letting it go. This tapping will release it. Make it a part of your coping skills. And that's what you want your clients to do. If you're doing it, you're going to encourage them to do it. If you're not doing it, you won't encourage them to do it either. Be the example you wish to see in the world. Be what you want to see. Be it. Act it. Live it. Breathe it. There are people, I'm telling you, some of you have watched all my videos several times. It's because you want that mindset. You want this belief system. Because when you have this system, your life naturally changes. Naturally. Because you're living it and being it. Make this a part of your life. And that's what we want. A better life. And the better life you have, the better life your friends will have around you. You won't take everything so personal. You'll live in a way that's going to be very powerful. And your clients are going to love you because you're real. You know, you can spot a phony. I mean, it's got phony on their forehead. You know, you can see it. So we got to be real. And of course, people can see your stuff. You know, they really can. And they'll come to you when they know you're real. This is my opinion. This is what I've heard. People said, the reason why I like you, Robert, is because you're not phony. I'm more real in front of you right here than I'm by myself. Because I'm kind of a quiet guy. My ex-wife, she said, I learned more about you watching your videos than when you're at home. Because, I don't know, there's something about I feel safe when you're here. I feel like I can be myself. And I feel like if you're going to hurt me, the guy next to you is going to beat you up. I just said that'd be funny. But anyway, so this is what you want to do. Make this a part of your life, your daily life.